Hi everyone, welcome in. My name is Andy and my pronouns are they, them, and I'm the Crow Stitcher here on YouTube and Instagram. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. I forgot to look beforehand, so I have no clue what number this is. 12? Maybe 12? I could be lying. Anyway, it's a Flosstube. Um, so I share all about my stitching, cross stitching, and that's all I share on here. Um, I stitch a lot. I stitch a lot. So yeah, I like to stab things. You know. Um, Welcome to everyone who might be new. Welcome to everyone who is returning. Um, I don't know why, but why you might be returning, but welcome. I'm glad you found something that you like. And like I said, if you're new here, I hope you see some things that you like and go and hit the subscribe button and come back for more. Okay, first, there's a few people I want to mention. There's more people, but I forgot to write them down because I'm a professional at this. So I'll try. I say this every time. I'll try to do better next time. I at least wrote some people down this time. I don't even remember if I did that last time. Anyway, so some people I've been watching. Annie at XO Needle in the Hay XO um, is new to Flosstube. She had, I think she has two videos out. One was like an introduction, and then one she did a whip braid with Hello from Liz Matthews. Um, or Liz from Hello from Liz Matthews. And she's joining in June Dog, and she has so many great. They both have so many great whips, and it was really fun to watch. And Annie stitch fluenced me, and I got the Blackbird Fractor, and I got all the flosses, and I picked fabric from my stash, so I will be starting that. So go check out Annie. Sharon at Sharon's Crafty Creations. She shouted me out, so thank you so much, Sharon. Um, Full coverage. Lots of full coverages. I actually have full coverage and then so many full coverages written down. She does absolutely beautiful work. Has some things from Stephanie Puiman Law, who I love, and um, have I think one on the go at the moment, but I have more that I want to start. So if you like full coverage, please go check out Sharon. And again, I'll tag everyone, like always, I will tag everyone in the description below. Dark X Stitch, again, full coverages, Lord of the Rings pieces. Um, you know me in full coverage and Lord of the Rings, y'all. I mean, you got to. And then Laura at Buzz Stitches, who is from Australia. Um, and I think she only has one whip at the moment, but it is Kindred Spirits by Anne Stokes. And I just watched her latest video yesterday, and she moved the Q snap for the final time. So she is, if you want to see a full coverage, I know there's a lot of full coverage stitchers out there. A lot of us have, various stages of percentages done, right? But if you want to see one who is literally almost done, go check out Laura. Um, so most of those were full coverage stitchers. Sharon, the dark at Sharon's Crafty Corners, Dark X Stitch, and Buzz Stitches are all a lot of full coverages. And I love full coverage. I mean, obviously, I have a ton. So go check all of those people out. Um, I got a lot of finishes. Well, I have 4 finishes, which is a lot for me in a week. They're small, but I got finishes. So the first one I finished is Moonlit Bat by Bad Stitch. And this is for Dar and my husband. And I did the wings in my own color conversion for the gender non-conforming flag. And I don't remember what this is stitched on. Was it a fabric of the month? It might have been a fabric of the month from Oak Crown Studios. It might have been Oak Crown Studios fabric of the month. I don't remember what month. April? I don't know. Um, and then I made the moon sparkly. It's 2/1 full cross on 18 count. It is washing it out a bit being this close to the camera, but you know, hey ho, it is what it is. I still his birthday's in July, and I don't know how I want to finish this. I'm debating between a frame or making sewing it onto a tote bag. These are the colors more accurately back here, and I just thought this fabric was perfect for the colors of the gender nonconforming flag. Hell yeah, it was absolutely perfect. It had the pinks, the purples, the blues, the gray. Yes. So that was finish number one, which I'm going to put on my desk because last time I put them on my footstool and then forgot they were there and couldn't find them. And yeah. Anyway, this is my second finish. I posted this on Instagram yesterday. This was a start and a finish. Who even am I? Who even am I right now? A start and a finish. I actually have three of those. But this is a fully finish. I don't do fully finishes very often, so you don't really ever see them. But this is a fully finish. It was just a frame. So this, obviously, it's a frame. It's Monday. It's Monday morning, y'all. This is what you get. This is Victorian Funerary Urn by Night Spirit Studio. I want to say it was a Patreon pattern, but I could very well be lying. I might be lying. I don't know. But it's from Night Spirit Studio, Victorian Funerary Urn. I did all the called for colors. There is supposed to be a purple. It is charted with a purple border around, but the urn itself fit perfectly in this frame without the border, so I decided to not stitch the border and use this frame as a finish because as soon as I saw these two things, that absolutely needed to go together. I did all the called for colors. I stitched it 2/2 on 28 count black even weave. I love this Victorian goth purple and black. It's just it's me. Like there's this is just perfection, absolute perfection. And I love Night Spirit Studio. Oh, love it. I just I could stare at that all day. I actually had it on the windowsill behind me so I could look at it after I got it done yesterday. Okay. Where are my okay. The next two are not fully finished, but they are two finishes. Let me hold on. There were also start and finishes yesterday. So I started and finished both of them yesterday. Why can I not find this pattern? Like I just used it. Oh, it's alphabetical order. That's why. Okay, so this is Christmas set number 2 by Newsaw Creates. I got it on Etsy. So there's two of these. I have both of them, Christmas set 1 and 2. I'm not stitching them as it is. I'm stitching ones that I like. 6 total between the two sets, and I'm going to make them into ornaments. So from this set, you'll see I did this one, and then I'm gonna stitch this one. So this is the one with the baubles is the only one I have left to stitch on this, from this set. And I changed the colors because I don't celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Yule, and I have a vintage style and color scheme, so more pinks and teals instead of the Christmas red and green. It's just more my thing. So, and I do have a Yule tree, and so I picked out colors that the yellow is for some of the. I don't know if I'm going to use the yellow. I think I'm using the. This is it's that same sparkly metallic white that I used in the bat for Dar. So I've been using the white instead of the yellow. So I don't know if I'm actually going to use the yellow, but those are the colors I picked. Which I really love. And I picked the ones I chose to stitch, because they do have that vintage aesthetic about them, and all of the ornaments on our Yule tree, which Yule celebrates the winter solstice, so the shortest day of the year, daylight hours of the year. Where was I going with this? Oh, are all like glass vintage ornaments, vintage styled ornaments in these colors. So that's why I chose. So I stitched this one and this one yesterday. Like I said, I'm going to make them into ornaments, and it is sparkly. You can see some of the metallic thread is a bit difficult to see, but it is there. And it's going to shine really nicely with the lights on the tree. And I'm stitching I should say, 1/1 full cross on 18 count. This is beige Ada. I love them. They're so cute. They're small. This one obviously was much quicker than this one, but they're gonna be really nice on our Yule tree. So those were both stitched yesterday, and they're finishes, but it's still a WIP because I still have 4 more that I want to stitch between the two charts. So you might be noticing that I've been having a lot more finishes lately. And by more, I mean I've been actually having finishes. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to go into a little bit of a story time. Story time, I feel like that should be a segment in my videos. One of the oracle cards that I pulled recently was about tradition and legacy, and like what you leave behind. Not only, and I took that to mean not just memories, but also physical things. Like, what will I be leaving behind that people can remember me by, or look at and think of me? Let me just turn my sound off on my phone in case it didn't. I usually do that beforehand and I forgot. And so I thought about, I have a lot of doilies and cross-stitched and embroidered pieces from my Baba, which she died before I was born, so I never got to meet her, but I think of her when I see them. right? I think of what I have from what my mom told me about her and things like that, plus also sort of what I envisioned her as being, right? So pieced together. And I thought, I don't really have anything like that to pass on to the child. Um, for anyone, I don't really talk very often. I like to keep it very private for safety and security reasons, but I do have a son. We're just going to leave it at that. And I call him Child. So it got me thinking, I have all this cross stitch and I have all these pieces, and I obviously stitch on all of them. Like every week you come in and you see I've got a whole bin of things I've stitched on throughout the week. And I have every intention of finishing as many as I can, right? But they always take time. A lot of them are full coverages or bigger pieces, bigger long dogs, bigger, bigger things like that that you can't get done in a week or 2 weeks, right? They take years. And although I do have and have, I'm working towards getting all of them finished, there isn't really anything in the house at the moment aside from like small, like my raven there, and there's one above at the bat, and like small things like that, but that weren't really stitched for anything, or for anyone, right? They were just stitched because I like them, which is cool. Like that's why I stitch, because I like it. But there's nothing that is in the house that was stitched to create memories with, I guess is what I'm trying to say, right? So that's sort of why I changed to, not changed. I have started to do more small things like that that I like I just showed you that can be finished quickly and FFO'd reasonably easy-ish. Um, so that there are things that have special meanings and can build memories with them. So for the ornaments I just showed you, um, every year when I was a child, my Gigi, again, he died before I was born, so I never got to meet him, but he had made like wooden ornaments, sort of like with Victorian images decoupaged on top of them. Is essentially what they were. And every year we would put them on the tree, and it was just a memory. Like it was a way to remember him. And but we were also creating memories at the same time, right? And sadly, they got damaged in a flood, so we no longer have them. However, that's sort of what I'm going with the ornaments that I just showed you for our Yule tree, right? So that this year can be the first year where we put the Yule tree up, that we have something that was from me that I made to create memories with, and we will start creating memories. So that's why you will start seeing a lot more. All of that to say that's why you will start seeing a lot more of perhaps smaller finishes, things like that. While also me still working on all of my huge ass full coverages, um, and huge ass projects. So that was a big story time, but I felt like I wanted to share it because it's relevant to what you're going to be seeing more of. Okay, So it is June dog. It is still June dog. It is November. It is November. Oh my god. It's June 24th, Monday. Jesus Christ. I mean, I know the year is basically over, but I didn't have to take it that far. It is still June Dog, which is a sal that I have been hosting for, this is the third year, excuse me. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, Xena has her Bigfoot. Oh, you want to say hi? You want to say hi to the peoples? This is her Bigfoot. It looks like Grimace. Any of my fellow 80s children, 70s, 80s children, remember Grimace from McDonald's? There you go, baby girl. Okay, you go, girl. All right. Which is where you stitch June Dog. Hashtag June Dog and hashtag June Dog Sal. Where you stitch on any long dog sampler during the month of June. You can start new ones. You can work on whips. You can. She's squeaking her. You can focus on one. You can rotate between multiples. Whatever you want to do through the month of June. And so, ma'am, hey. She always has to get the last word. I worked on Templar Prophecy by Long Dog Samplers. This is what it would look like. There we go. And I did a top right start. So I started up here. This was my third time stitching it, or starting it, I should say, and I'm loving it so much. This is the one. I got to 2.06%. And I used this bag that I bought from the Crow River Stitcher for my color inspiration. Because yes, absolutely. And I'm stitching it 1/1 on 18 count, that same 18 count beige Ada. And I didn't add much to it, but I did, oops, I'm losing my board. I worked on the border coming down here. Finished this unicorn. Okay, maybe I did more than I thought I did. Stitched this flower up here, did this unicorn, or started this unicorn, and then did all the back stitching in that you see in here with the flowers and the bee or fly or whatever that is. Some sort of flying insect thing. And I love this so much. It is gorgeous. Obviously it's washing it out, so that close to the camera. So this is more what the colors are. So the orange and the pink is still a muted kind of dusky pink, and then the variegated has all of the colors in there plus some white. And there is a lot of back stitching, so because I do use markup does show the back stitching. You cannot mark it off, but you can see it on the pattern while you're stitching your crosses, so it's easy to just do it as you go, which I am doing because there's a lot in this one. And I have to say it's really nice to not have to switch between, because when you use Pattern Keeper or something like that, you have to when you use Pattern Keeper, you have to switch back and forth between the chart that you're marking off and then the PDF to see the back stitching. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. And you don't have to do that on markup, so that's nice. Okay, the next one was a new start. It is Starshine Coffee. Artwork is by Tammy L. Gross, and it is charted by Stitches So Beautiful. This is one I bought a while ago. I love this so much. And I started this on Litha. So I started it on the summer solstice, and it is my Litha piece. And this is, oh, let me see if I can get you a percentage. I got to 1.78%, and there's only 108,000 stitches in it, so it's not an overly huge full coverage. It's one of my smaller ones, actually. And this is where I got to. Oh, there we go. This is where I got to. So I'm not parking. I'm just rolling with it. I'm just letting it take me where it wants to go. And so I started at the top left. This is 1/1 full cross on 25 count, even weave. So you can see some of the clouds starting to come in and the beams of sunlight. Right. And then what I loved about this especially was there's the there's planets. Like, it's not just the sunrise. There's other parts of the solar system and the sky in there. The universe. Oh, love it. So you can see where I'm starting to come in. The colors are so vibrant. This is all brown, 3371, actually, not 310. There you can see the colors really nicely. I love this. I might get this out again today. Beautiful. So that was a new start for Litha. Okay. Oh, this one I cannot show you my progress. This is one of my Ko-fi member exclusive whips. So on my Ko-fi page, I have 3 whips that are exclusive only to my Ko-fi members. So only members see progress photos, stats, all that kind of stuff. But I can show you what it is. So I worked on It's Good to Be Green. Artwork is by Randall Spangler. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Look at the little ladybugs. So I worked on this, and my Ko-fi members got a progress photo and a stat update and all the good stuff. So if you would like to see what that looks like, check out my Ko-fi. Become a member. Alright, I worked on Peppermint Dragonling. I got to 2.32% on this. No, I don't want to. Oh, no, I don't want to delete it, please. Okay, can we just... Artwork is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It was charted by Pain Free Crafts. This is what she will look like, and the dragon. And anyone who's new here, I have a thing for peppermint. So, fair warning. If you need one, I have a thing for peppermint. You'll see a lot of peppermint. And I'm stitching it 1/1 on 18 count Ada in the colorway Peppermint Candies by Fabric Flair. And I am still in the top background. But I am starting to get drowned. The dragon's wing starts coming in like right in here. So, oh, this needle minder was gifted to me by my friend Kat from Wicked Cat Stitch. And I love the colors in this piece. The greens are so pretty. It's almost like a peppermint green. Maybe a little lighter. It's not like the green that you would normally think of for Christmas. So I really love it. So I'm just continuing to work. This is all filled in, and I'm just continuing to work over and down, and just, I do want to get to the dragon wing soon, so I might kind of work down towards that, but, and these are the colors more in how they look in real time. So there isn't going to be a huge border, but you will see some of the peppermint candies along the outside when it is finished. So I worked on that, and I worked on that for the Pride pop-up for June is to stitch all the Pride colors, the Pride flag colors, and so I used that for the green. Okay, then I worked on, again, sort of starting to see some things come further towards finishes. I worked on Coven Sweet Coven by the Witchy Stitcher, and I think it's a free pattern on her website. This is obviously black and white. My printer does not print in color, and it's such a small piece I didn't want to pay to get it printed. So, but it's, you get the gist. And I am using all the called for colors on 2/2 full cross on 28 count linen in the colorway Huntress by Picture This Plus. This is a scrap that I had from other projects, and so it'll fit a lot of nice smallers on here. So I finished, I did the COV in Coven, did Sweet, did this moon, and then started on this moon. So when I started, I only had EN and the top bit done. So I did a lot of work on this. And it's a nice, easy, quick stitch. And it's gonna look, oh, it looks so good on that fabric. Look at that. Again, purple goth. Purple and black. Love it. So gorgeous. So, I don't know, I might keep that out and work more on that. Because I would like, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I want to get it finished, but. The next one I worked on is Athelian. And I used this for the purple for Fandom Stitching Central for the Pride pop-up points, and then I also just kept going and got more stitches in. So I got to 5.93%, and this is what it will look like. It is by Thread of Magic. And again, anyone who has been here before, you will know I have a thing for Lord of the Rings. The movies, not the books. I hate the books. Don't come at me. So that's what it will look like. And this is where I am. Having a problem with this one. There we go. Okay. Jeez. All right. This is hard. Okay, so what did I do? Oh. I did some of the purple in here and filled this down. And then did all of this. And again, it has that same kind of light purple, light green, almost a spring green, I would say. And it's so pretty. So yeah, I got a lot done. Now that I can show you, because I'm using my head to hold the fabric, filled in a lot of this purple down in here in the confetti. And then this bit of purple, basically from here over. And this is 2/2 full cross on 18 count Aida. And how the words are coming in, it's gorgeous. So I'm still trying to decide what I want to do as far, I don't know, this could be a whole nother tangent that I don't really know if, I had started to, apparently I'm going off on it, apparently I had started to I had made goals for all of my full coverages, well, for all of my whips technically, I guess. But especially the full coverages as to what percentage I wanted to get to by the end of the year of 2024. I've only met the goal on one so far, and we're 6 months into the year. But that also means that I cannot pull that whip out again until 2025. And I don't know if I like that. So I'm debating whether or not to keep going with that and that system and try to get more to, like that one. I have a goal of 8%, and I'm right about it. I say at 5 point something, almost at 6%. So, like, a lot of them are pretty close. Do I keep? I'm debating as to whether I keep going and trying with that system, trying to get more goals and then put them away, or just stitch what I want. Like, if I want to pull out the piece that I met the goal on and work on it more before 2025. I don't know. I'm debating. Because then, basically I did that so that everything would see forward progress, right? And that nothing would sort of get left behind. But okay, this was also a new start. Again, peppermints, y'all, I'm telling you. I started Candy Cane Tree. Artwork is by Carla Gerard, and it is charted by Stitches So Beautiful. And they're out. Look at the owls. They're owls on a peppermint tree. Like, how? Ugh. I just cannot. I cannot with this piece. I don't even focus on it because I'm like so excited. I'm moving it around all the time. But you get the gist. It's big, fun, quirky hootie owls on a peppermint tree. And it was a new start. And I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on 22 count Hardanger. Where Where's my progress? What percentage should I get to? I got to 0.88%. And if I do not have the perfect needle minder for this, I don't remember where I got it. But the owl, he's got big sparkly eyes. Look at his eyes. Okay. I think if I hold it this way, it'll be better. I am using CXC threads on this to try for the first time. And it has perfect coverage on the 22 count. I love it. That is really washed out, but I'm holding it close so you can see the stitches and everything. So this is the top left start leaf, and then this is the trunk starting to come in of the tree, and then these are the colors. Look at those colors. Oh, love it. There, it kind of held some of it. Oh no, it didn't. I was just about to say it held some of its colors. But nope. Nope. Oh, this is the bag. So this was an old tank top that is too small for me now. But I didn't want to get rid of it. So I just sewed the bottom together. And I made a bag out of it. So that's what it lives in. I don't like Disney at all. And again, don't come at me. It's just a thing. I just, some people love it, some people hate it. But I couldn't say no to the steampunk Ariel. Or the goth Ariel. And then look at these colors. Like the colors of these threads. Look at this. This is obviously for a lot of the background is going to be these colors. Like most of the background will be these colors. Lovely. Okay. So that was New Start. I'll work on that one again too. See, this is the problem. This is why the percentage goals aren't going well overall. Is because I just keep starting more new things and want to stitch on all the things and all the new things, which is also why I started to do some focusing on smaller things to get finishes. So, yeah. I got some plans. I got plans. Okay? I got plans. Alright, and the last one, I think it's the last one, is, what is this? This is Ineffable Husband. I got to 0.14%. There's 382,850 stitches in this piece. I want to work on this one more too. Okay, calm down. It'll be fine. So this is what oh wait, let me tell you the artwork. Okay, the artwork is by, oh yeah, the person I don't know how to pronounce, Fomarin de Carme. And it is charted by Two Legs Make One Cross, who are on Etsy. There's also a companion piece to this that has Aziraphale, Crowley. So these two images, these two panels, Aziraphale and Crowley, and then two more panels with Beelzebub and Michael. No. Gabriel. Zena just shook the desk. But I liked this one better because I liked the To the World panel. So that's what it will look like, and I did a top right start, so I started over here in the top corner on Crowley's panel. And I stitching this on? 1/1 on 25 count? I think it's 25 count. The lighting is changed and now I can't see as well, so I don't know. I think it's 25 count. And I did start to convert it to parking, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. So I had a very small start on this. This was one of my May starts that I stitched for Phantom Stitching Central, and it's not focusing. So excuse me. I only had like 200 stitches on it. There we go. So it was very small. So I just started filling in the confetti. So this is all done. And then I started working over here, coming down here. So I don't know if I'm going to keep the parking or not. Because I started on the top right corner because I wanted to do Crowley's panel first. I don't know if I like parking from the right to the left. When I started the first piece I started parking was I showed it the other week, was the Heart of Black and White chart with the dragon and the candles, and I started parking it. I started the top left, and that was much more natural to me. This is not natural, and it feels weird. And it's the same principle and the same system, just going right to left instead of left to right. But I think I'm just gonna go back to the cross country, how I usually stitch. That's where I got to. It's a very small start, but I did get more in to kind of start working it up a bit more. There's still only 500. There's not even 1,000 stitches in here, obviously. So, it's not a huge start. But I did, and this is my agender flag that Dar got me when I came out. So that's all I worked on. Now, let me put this back in. I do have some treasures. If you don't want to see treasures, then thank you for joining me and have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I might not film next Monday. I might be a day or two late next week, but I will still do my best to post a video next week. So, just to let you know ahead of time, hopefully I can still get it up, but like I said, I might be a day. Next week's a bit iffy. Dar's been gone these past 2 weeks and for work, and then to visit our friend on the way home. So and he has next week off, so I think we're gonna try to do some fun things next week while he still has off before he goes back to work. So it might be a bit iffy next week, but I will do my best to post. So if you don't want to see any treasures, have a great week, and I will see you next time. But I do have some treasures if you want to stick around. I do need to pause though because I forgot to bring them because I'm prepared. So, one sec. Okay, I'm back and apparently can't talk already. So the first thing I want to show you, I did mention earlier, Stitch Fluenced by Annie. I did get Blackbird Fractor. I've heard someone say it's supposed to be Fractor. Fractor? No, I don't remember. By Plum Street Stamp. I'm holding that the wrong way. Plum Street Stamplers. Let me take it out of the packaging. It's just too. You may have seen this. It's one pattern that I have seen a lot. Have never really, like, looking at the pattern, it's cool, but I just, Then Annie finished it and she showed it. And that was it. That was it. You know how a lot of people say, the pattern looks all right, but once you see it stitched, it's completely different? That was the case for this. I think maybe that's as far as good as we're going to get. So once I saw Annie's finish, that was it. I went and I ordered it that day. I ordered the pattern. I ordered I did order all the called for floss. And we're just gonna go with it. This is all the called for flosses. They're gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Look at that rust color. What even is that? That is Cayenne by Classic Colorworks. Like, how can you not love this? So I did get, like I said, the flosses, and then I'm going to stitch it on, this was for my stash, I'm going to stitch it on 28 count linen, I'm going to stitch it 2/2 on 28 count casual linen in, I think it's the colorway Sand. I kept reading linen and thinking it said lichen, and I was really confused. So that's what I'm going to stitch it on. So thank you, Annie. It's all your fault. I mean, that's not a bad thing. People say that like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It is your fault, but that's a good thing. So that was my first treasure. My next treasures are all going back to the legacy and leaving something behind. So our friend who Dara's visiting at the moment has a thing for cactuses and succulents, and so I'm going to make this for him. Mohel. And Beck from, oh shit, I've totally forgot. My friend Beck from Beck Stitches Everything. I will tag her below. I also got I'm going to try to edit now. You might see a picture somewhere. We're going to try it. My friend Beck from Beck Stitches Everything and I are hosting a Halloween is a Lifestyle Sal. As you might guess, it is ongoing because Halloween is a lifestyle. And we're going to start it on July 1st. But obviously, if you want to start beforehand, you absolutely can. And I'm going to try it, y'all, with the editing to put somewhere. Hashtag is Halloween is a Lifestyle Sal. And yeah, just stitch on anything whenever you stitch on anything that might be Halloween, goth, spooky, anything like that, use the hashtag and tag me and Beck so we can see it, because you know the hashtags don't flip and work really anymore. So I will put Beck's Instagram below and my Instagram below and the hashtag and everything, and we want to see all your spooky shit. Hell yeah, because Halloween is a lifestyle. So yes. But this got me going because Beck is also doing another sal, and Beck, I don't remember, I'm going to have to look it up and try to put it in below, to stitch on Mill Hill ornaments or some kind of little Mill Hill kit or whatever. And I don't remember the hashtag, like I said, but I will try to put it below. I'll try to find it and put it below. It is in this Salander. Oh, you know what? I can probably get it really quick. Hold on, because I saved it. Because I'm fancy. like that. How do you find your saved things on Instagram? Does anyone know? Saved. Ooh, I found it. Saved. Sal's, because I'm fancy and I have categories. It. Mountain out of a mill hill. And it goes from the June 17th to July 17th, so it is going at the moment. It is hosted by Beck Stitches Everything, and Annie, XO Needle in the Heyo. Hey XO. Who I mentioned before. So you stitch on any mill hill and try to complete it. So I've never actually done a mill hill. I have a bunch, but I've never actually done one, so I'm going to be joining in on that, Sal. Which is what made me think of our own Sal. Because I thought of Beck. Oh my god. So this is one. Then Child dances. And he is in the Nutcracker every year. So I was on eBay. And unbeknownst to me, there is a whole series of Nutcracker Mill Hill ornaments, which should not surprise me, but I didn't know. The only one I did not get was the Sugar Plum Fairy, because there was really no distinction between her and just a regular, I would say regular, that's not a good word. You couldn't, it just looked like a ballerina. You couldn't really distinguish that it was part of the Nutcracker. Whereas everything else you could tell was from the Nutcracker. And so I'm going to stitch these for him for Yule. So he has some ornaments. And hopefully he's asleep and didn't hear me say that. So this is Drosselmeyer. Which one is this one? This is the Prince, Nutcracker Prince, after he is no longer a Nutcracker. This one is Clara. This one is the Nutcracker. And this one is the Rat King. It says Mouse King, but I mean it's a Rat King. It's most productions have it as a Rat King. A lot of productions too have them with 3 heads, which I love. I think that's hilarious. And then the last one I got is I'm slowly building up this collection, because I have a thing for houses and like buildings and Victorian sort of buildings. So I'm stitching. I don't know if I'm gonna do these on. I might do these on the perforated paper. I have others. I have the Apothecary Shop and the Needlework Shop and the Victorian House, and I got the Queen Anne House. And I haven't started any yet because I was debating on whether to do them. I think I have the Clock Shop too. I was debating on whether to do them on the perforated paper or on just Ada from my stash. And then I watched Maria the Green Stitcher. Her latest video was where she shared, I think it was 10 of her favorite finishes. And one was she did, was it the 3 Kings? I think it was the 3 Kings, and they were mill hills like this, so that was on the perforated paper. And then she cut them out, and then took like, pretend this is a picture frame, right? There's a frame. She put fabric over all of it, and then magnets, and then magnets on the back of the finished piece, and just set them there. So she made like a little scene in a frame, and I just thought that was genius. So Maria, I might steal that. I might steal that for these, because I could make a little I could make a village, but in a frame, and then you can just take them off, move them around. I'm gonna steal that from you, Maria. I'm like 100% sure now. So those are my treasures. What am I gonna work on this week? I don't know. Whatever floats my boat, I guess. Week 3 Phantom stitching prompts came out, and I think I'm just gonna use the BAP option for all of them. I think I want to work more on the Alitha piece that I started, so I'm going to use that for a few prompts, I think. I still have to do the yellow for the Pride pop-up prompt, which I'm just using my, words just flew out of my brain. My LGBT Pride Quaker flag from Vivian Powers for that, and that's the only color I have left, so when I get that done, that'll be finished. And then, yeah, I already have the monthly prompts finished, so I think I'm just going to do BAP options for the week, and then after that, just stitch what I feel like. Again, I might do more ornaments, get those finished. I might work on the coven. I might work on other ones I want finished. We'll see. We'll see. I might actually also start. Oh, you know what I should do? I should start an ornament. So, okay, let's do a poll. If you made it this far, you deserve to choose which will be my first one. So let's make this easier though and pick a couple, so we don't have so many. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want Clara. Guess we should do one of these. Okay, so write in the comments below which one I should start first and stitch for Beck and Annie's Sal. The Nutcracker. The one who gets the most comments will be the one who wins. The Rat King. Drosselmeyer. Or the Cactus. Which should I start first? You let me know. You let me know down below in the comments. Because if these are going to be for Yule, I need to get these things done. And what better time than to join in along in a stitch along and with my friends, fellow stitchy friends. So, that's it. That's all I have to share. Like I said, next week is going to be iffy. I will do my best to post it, but it'll probably be later in the week. If it gets to be too late in the week, like Thursday or Friday, I'll just wait till the next week and we'll skip next week, and just do it in 2 weeks, because I don't want to, I don't want to post a video on Friday and then another one on Monday. That's ridiculous. So if it gets to be too far, I'll just skip next week. But we'll see. So y'all. You all are fantastic. I can't say it enough. You really are. You're all wonderful. You're all fantastic. I've met so many people, and I'm getting, making so many connections, getting to know so many people, and just that we're all united by our love of cross stitch, and it's truly amazing. It's truly a beautiful thing. And it just fills my heart with joy, and I love it. And I love all of you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Vote. Let me know which one to start. Nutcracker, Rat King, Drosselmeyer, or Cactus. Those are your 4 choices to start off with. And I hope you have a great week. I hope you get a lot of stitching done. I hope you stay cool if you are in an area like me where, as my friend Beck from Beck's Bin said, it's hotter than two rats effing in a wool sock. I hope you are staying cool and doing things to help with the heat. And I will see you next week. Happy stitching.